buddy Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans Inc. Today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Marriagetoxin chapters 93 through 98. But before we get into this recap and live reaction, we are at war with YouTube's algorithm, and it is slowly but surely killing my channel. And in order to defeat this algorithmic beast, we need you to please hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored, and we ain't sponsored by USHIO, and we ain't sponsored by Manga Plus. Considering how much we promote Manga Plus on this channel, it's kind of surprising, right? But if you love what we're doing and want to help keep me, my adorable Will Bubba Kitty, somewhere around here, and this operation literally alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one, feel free to hit up our Cash App and PayPal. Links are in the description box below. So, last time I covered Marriagetoxin, we were at the Fire Clan's place, and we were getting ready for a final bout. But yeah, the person that was supposed to take part in this bout, Haibu, he was found dead. Who killed him? Well, let's get to chapter 93. First, see what's in store for us today. What was meant to be a ceremonial clash has turned into a murder case. Who did it? Oh, this art is beautiful. Oh my God. Come forward and admit your crime. We're doomed. If Father transforms into a dragon, no one will be able to stop him. Dude, I love that I'm covering this the same day as Fairy Tail 100 Years Quest, you know, because we're seeing the dragonization of people at Fairy Tail 100 Years Quest. Father? All are to assemble at the Dragon Hall. Every single one of you must be present. He somehow pulled himself together, but yeah, you okay? Yeah, no doubt about it. His insides are seething with rage. Dude, this art is fabulous. But there's a bloody knife. Haibi-sama, we sincerely offer our condolences. Haibi-sama was a true light of hope for the Fire Clan. We of the branch families all intend to go into mourning. If there's anything at all we can do, you only need to say the word. What? Haibu, if only briefly, may the flames of these lowly boars appease your soul. Dude, he just killed him! He burned them alive! This art is fabulous too. Dude, this extreme close-up. Ooh, this extreme close-up is everything. Until I deliver the fires of judgment unto this vile murderer myself. He told us to gather here, but what exactly for? Also, isn't this room kind of hot? Haibu's midsection was utterly burned to ashes. This is inconceivable. He was a fire user favored by the flames. To burn him to death would be next to impossible. Our skin is resistant to fire. The more gifted the fire user, the higher the temperatures they can withstand. And Haibu was especially talented. Heisei, you've personally experienced the extent of Haibu's abilities, haven't you? Moreover, Haibu was outstanding in hand-to-hand combat as well. I would go so far as to doubt that there is anyone, even the current type families, who can match him in a fair fight. As such, there's only one way that this murderer could have killed him. He was ambushed. Oh, he said something similar back then. He said the only way you can win against me is by resorting to a sneak attack. Get me? There are 3 people here with a motive for this murder. The first suspect is Heisei. Haibu defeated you when you and took your position as the next clan head. You certainly have a motive, but the severe burns have rendered you unable to control fire. You couldn't have possibly caught Haibi off guard. As such, an ambush would have been impossible for you. Our next suspect is Haichi. You did not think well of Haibu. As with Heisei, you had sufficient motive to kill your brother, but women of the Fire Clan are not allowed to inherit our techniques. Such an ambush would have been beyond your capability. That leaves only... Wait, you cannot fool me. I could smell it. Haibu's body reeked of forsaken essence. Forsaken essence? It's a secret essence that lowers one's resistance to fire. Yesterday, a few bottles of it had gone missing from our storage along with some scorching earth. The vile murderer who killed Haibu called him to the grounds, used her power to drench him in forsaken essence, and proceeded to burn him to death. Are you exacting? No! Are you exacting revenge on the clan that abandoned you, Ushio? That can't be. You didn't do it, did you? Tell him, Ushio-san. The final bout is ultimately a fight to the death. Ooh, does it really matter when I kill him? She makes a fantastic point. A poor child of Omen, how dare a lowly woman like you ridicule our long-standing with tradition? Not even your bones shall be left. Dude, this fire art, oh my god. Cool it. Gero! He doused my flames? Who is this man? Haibi Kurokawa, head of the Fire Clan. The culprit of this crime is not Shizuku, the Joker quenched. The one who killed Haibu is... He's already solved the mystery? Who did it? The killer is among them? The one who killed Haibu is... The lowly spouse of a child of Omen dares to offer me counsel? Is this your idea of a joke? Your misguided allegation isn't funny to me either. Wait. What? Your misguided allegation isn't funny to me either. Enough of this farce. Even I would grow exhausted of such tomfoolery. If you truly insist that this isn't Ushio's doing, then let us hear your full explanation. First of all, Shizuku and Haibu were set to face each other in battle. Wow, Gero-kun's like a real detective. Dude, this is some Detective Conan shit. Is Haibu the type of person who would just agree to meet an enemy in the middle of the night at a place devoid of people? But let's assume for the sake of the argument that he did agree. Wouldn't he have gone there ready for an ambush? Moreover, the substance that you claim Ushio used to attack in that forsaken essence isn't a substance that can lower your resistance to fire. Wait, isn't it a substance that can lower your resistance to fire? In other words, it's basically the weakness of the Fire Clan. As such, its existence must be closely guarded, a closely guarded secret, and its storage strictly monitored. Shizuku only arrived here yesterday, so is it so cheap and readily available that she could have gotten her hands on it in that limited time? Lastly, the air at the battlegrounds is especially thick. It was bad enough to cause Shizuku's airborne contact dermatitis to flare up again. If Ushio-san was waiting in ambush at the battlegrounds last night, her skin should be in even worse condition right now, right? Precisely. However, her skin this morning looked exactly the same as it did yesterday. I didn't realize Gero-kun paid that much attention to people's skin. Well, yeah. That means that she hasn't been to the battleground since the time we went there together. The culprit of this crime is not Shizuku. That isn't nearly enough to convince me. So what if she couldn't have called Haibu to the grounds? So what if she couldn't get her hands on the Forsaken Essence herself? If that's the only evidence you have, then all she had to do was bribe someone in the family to do those for her. Is the unity of the Fire Clan really that fragile? Then there's Ushio's skin. No one else here knew of her condition but the three of you. And now you expect that information to be what changes my mind? Carol's like, he's like, yeah, mofo. Then let us say that Ushio did not indeed commit this crime. Who else would you pin this murder on? The killer, Hikaru-kun, please wait. I'm grateful that you've spoken up in my defense. However, this is really all my doing. For a specialist, killing is basically our livelihood. What should it matter if I have to take some cowardly slander along with it? I don't have any... Shizuku, isn't it unreasonable for you to lie about this? What? Lie? You value logic and reason in your actions. If you're throwing that away to protect her, then there must be some very complicated circumstances at play here. Her? But choosing to don this dishonor despite not actually killing Haibu closes off any possibility of settling things with the Fire Clan. They will continue getting in the way of your career for the rest of your life. That means you can never break free of the chains that keep you from expanding your business. Was that not your primary objective in coming here? Exactly! Well, enough. The girl has already admitted to her crime. She need only pay for it to settle this matter once and for all. I'm not done yet. Haibu wasn't burned to death. He was stabbed. I found this knife at the crime scene. The blood on this blade matches Haibu's, so there's no mistake about it. Enough with your nonsense. Lies, lies, all lies. Stabbed? Haibu, that cannot be. But then how come we found his body burnt to ashes? Don't tell me. He set himself on fire? Wait, yes. What most likely happened was Haibu was at the battlegrounds last night. Whether someone called him there or whether he went there himself to attend to something, I cannot say. In any case, he was at the grounds when he met her. She was someone he didn't deem as a threat, so Haibu had no reason to be on his guard around her. She then used that opportunity to drench him in forsaken essence. Even if Haibu wanted to strike back immediately, his fire had basically been sealed away. Using it then would have been akin to a civilian shooting himself with a flamethrower while stark naked. It was at that moment that she stabbed him with his knife. Stabbed him with this knife. She then quickly left the crime scene. On the other hand, Haibu was left there thinking he couldn't possibly let himself die like this. It may have been a dirty sneak attack, but if word got out that he was stabbed and killed by an ordinary person of far lower status, it would be an utter disgrace to the Fire Clan's name. As he lay there on the verge of death, Haibu racked his brains. He knew he was going to die. In that case, what could he do at that point to at least keep the reputation of the Fire Clan from falling any further? Yes, he could hide the stab wound and make it appear as if he was ambushed by USHIO, who is roughly of equal status. And thus, with his fire resistance compromised by the Forsaken Essence, he burned his own body to dust himself. Hikaru-kun, please stop! So is my conjecture correct? What's wrong? You don't look very well, Miss Housekeeper. Busted! From beyond the flames. Dude! The real culprit is a powerless servant. Why did she do it? That can't be Kikuno? What's going on here, Oni-chan? Due to my line of work, I'm quite sensitive to the smell of medicine. You got a very strong scent of burn ointment coming from you. Much stronger than I expect from everyday injuries. It's like you suffered burns from a big fire. Scent? What are you talking about? You also weren't wearing gloves yesterday, and you look like you're enduring severe pain. You got caught in the fire when Haibu burned himself, didn't you? Yes, she did. Mother! What? She's Ushio-san's mom? Oh my god! Please excuse me, but I'll be taking a look at your... Wait, please excuse me, but I'll be taking a look at your injuries. Oh my god. Yoda! Those burns are beautiful. Oh my god, those burns are amazing. I know it's weird that I'm talking about burn injuries and like praising them, but it's rare to see burn injuries look this good. Or burn injury art look this good. Burns from Haibu's flames. This woman gave birth to the child of Omen. She was to be executed, but out of mercy, I hired her as a servant. She chose her daughter over my love. What? I've never seen burns this bad before. It's a miracle she could remain standing this entire time. Oni-chan, you could save her, right? I'll do everything I can. Karu-san, your theory was mostly correct. Only one thing. I had no intention of killing him! On the night before his final bout with Heisei-sama, I happened to observe his preparations. I didn't realize what he was doing at the time, but it all became clear after their bout. He buried scorching earth at the grounds and secured the upper hand by enhancing his firepower. No, and as I thought he would, he tried to do the same for this bout as well. As he was unaware of my past... Oh, good timing. Come help me out with this. No. Please, don't do this. Please face that young lady without resorting to such tricks. This smells Forsaken Essence. Seriously? Don't get so full of yourself, you servant. Oh, I know. How about I make a mount out of that child of Omen's corpse and put it up in the village hall for all to see. I bet that'll serve as a good warning for everyone. Dude, you deserve it. You had that shit coming, Haibu. Huh? Oh, the look on his face! Oh my god! Yeah! This look. Oh, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts! I need to run or he'll kill me! When I came to my senses, it was already morning. Unreasonable as it was, I had a feeling. From the very first time I saw you, I knew you were probably my mother. That's why in order to confirm my hunch, I went to your room last night to pay you a visit, but you weren't there. I waited a while, but you still didn't come, so I gave up and went back to my room. The moment I heard about Haibu's death, I figured that's probably what happened. Ushio-san kept insisting that she was the killer to cover for her mother. I'm sorry. I always regretted throwing you away. I should have just chosen to run away with you instead. Kikuno-san, please don't push yourself. I was so happy when I saw you alive. I was so close to tears. Aww, what are you even saying? There's no way I can forgive you after all this time, but... I'm also very happy to have met you, Mother. Hikaru-san, please take care of my daughter. Oh, Kikuno. Oh. We shall hold the final bout as planned. Why are you... Ushio, you hope to be with your mother, yes? Fret not. I shall send you after her soon enough. The fires of rage will burn everything in sight. Oh! All that lies in his past shall be incinerated to dust. Kikuno! You are nothing but a woman, powerless and frail. Despite that, I let you live, and yet this is how you repay me? Dude, this skeleton is everything, Yoda. Oh my god. You've got and made a mess of everything. The root of all evil must be burned away. Ushio, we shall head to the bout grounds at once. I'll personally turn you to dust. Bring it on. I take it our previous agreement still stands. If I win, then we shall never again interfere in your life. Wait, please. Father, we have yet to hold Haibu's funeral fire right. Haibu? Who's that? What piece of shit? Who's that? I don't believe I know of anyone in the Fire Clan who would let himself be killed by a lowly servant. What? But he was even appointed as the next clan head. Ushio-san, don't go. The scorching earth that Haibu planted in the backgrounds is still there. If Father gets his hand on that, you. What? Yes! Silence, woman. Oh my god. The root of it all. The Fire Clan's fall from the top 5 families, the loss of Haibu as our successor, and the loss of the love of my life, Kikuno. This is all because we disobeyed the will of the dragon and let this child of Omen live. The Fire Clan shall rise again once I burn her to cinders. This is so... Oh my god, Yoda. This art is so beautiful. Oh my god, I'm gonna die from this peakness. Oh my god! I shall show you the true essence of the way of the fire. Kado, the way of the fire goes beyond merely killing. Flowers, leaves, trunk, roots is a comprehensive... Dude, you're not kidding! This is a comprehensive art form that is the culmination of a vast tree of flames. The world shall end in fire Armageddon. Karo-san, Mei-san, you must hurry and get away from the village. Father is basically a walking natural disaster at full power. He will burn everything in sight down to the ground, and no one can stop him. Hold it. Nobody's getting away. Your lives were over the moment you stepped into this village. Oh, shit. So they never intended to let us go back alive? Who are these guys? The clan head's personal subjugation squad. The 6 disaster dragons. They're all as powerful as Haibu. Ooh, we're getting the good stuff here. You know, we're merciful in the Fire Clan. I'll instantly burn you to a crisp so you don't have to suffer. So this is Haibi's nephew, Hinosuke Kurokawa, the Way of the Fire Kato 6th Dan. Swish, swash, swash, bub, blub. Haikichi Kurokawa, Haibi's younger brother, Way of the Fire Kato 8th Dragon. Dude, okay, now I can't help but think of Child Emperor here. Since Grandpa's here, I can just go with the Low Flame, right? And that's Hayato Kurokawa, Haibi's grandnephew, Way of the Fire Kato 7th Dragon. And then no Master Hayato, Sumizo Tahara, Branch Family Head, Way of the Smoke, Endo 5th Dan. The strong must always burn on high flame. So if I pitch in here, Haiki-chan's going to be especially nice to me, and that's Tonkin Tahara, Branch Family Head, Deputy Head, Way of the Smoke, Endo 6th Dan. And then Death and Hellfire to any and all enemies of the clan head. And that's Makizo Kurokawa Family, Errand Runner, Way of the Heat, Nendo 9th Dan. This is going to be good. I just beat him so fast, Gero, you ass! each of the 6 disaster dragons is said to rival a whole army division in power, and you took them all down in a flash? Who in the world are you? Hikaru GERO, a poison user. GERO, what is a top 5 family member like you doing here? No, more importantly, you must go and save Ushio-san. You, Hybe, and Kikuno-san as well. You've all severely misjudged her strength. Seriously, you guys are underestimating Ushio. We faced off and seriously tried to kill each other once before. That's why I know Ushio would never resort to a sneak attack. Here we go. Altered Lineage Amplified Armageddon. Because... Woo! One shot! She doesn't have to! The ties of fate snuffed out in one blow. One punch, Ushio! Yeah! An overwhelming victory for Ushio, who has never stopped honing her skills. Even the top 5 families have to put appearances aside to survive. You've holed yourself up here and never battled it out with the strongest. You worry yourselves with etiquette and impressions, but Ushio's been out there fighting on the front lines. There's no way you'd stand a chance against her. Their fall from the top 5 now makes perfect sense. It totally... Let's see. They can hardly hold a candle to the top 5 families that I know of. She's praising you. She's praising you. God, you've all incurred the divine wrath of the great dragon. Unforgivable, too. GERO, dragon? If you got time to cling to such beliefs, then you could have honed your skills instead. That is if you call yourself specialist. Haiji-sama, what should we do from now on? It's time for us to step down. We, the Kurokawa family of the Fire Clan, were once hailed as one of the top 3 oldest families in the specialist world, along with the GERO family of the Poison Clan and the Arima family of the Iron Clan. So I think we're going to be seeing the Arima family next. Only if you are a fire user are you a true specialist. Such words of arrogance were even thrown around at the height of our glory. However, our family has only continued to decline in recent years. In an effort to maintain a semblance of dignity, we've resorted to threatening the ordinary residents of neighboring areas, and this only casts a stronger shadow on our fading majesty. In the end, the head of the clan, Hybe Kurokawa, lost in battle to the water user Ushio and was unable to recover. This marked the end of our clan's centuries-long history. It seems Kikuno-san left a parting letter in her room. Oh, to my dear daughter. When I found out that you survived and were living your life out there in the world, I felt very happy, but at the same time I also felt a pang of jealousy. Ever since I was taken into the Kurokawa family as a child, I never once had the chance to visit the outside world. If you could grant me this one last wish, then I shall have no regrets. I wish you a pleasant journey, Mother. Aww. And they spread her ashes over the waterfall. Aww. I do want to say this, though. I like this. Like, most people would probably be all pissy about the Fire Clan getting, like, one-shotted, but this explanation is very satisfying. I'm not mad at this. We are truly very sorry for all the trouble we have caused you. I know it's not exactly my place to say this, but you are now free. I hope we could see each other again, Oni-chan. Aww. Oh, I almost forgot. Please do invite me to the wedding if you do end up marrying each other. But, well, I suppose marriage is still a long way off. After all, it looks like you haven't even held hands yet, have you? Oh, Kikuno-san's burn should have killed her on the spot. Even if it only temporarily saved her, a medicine that could keep her alive for half a day after that is still something. GERO-kun, you were really into your detective role back there. Have you considered making that your main profession? Nah, I don't think it suits me. I actually had a very strong doubts about whether or not I should reveal the truth. After all, Kikuno-san was only trying to protect Ushio. In the end, what pushed me to do so was that I couldn't bear to stand by and watch while Ushio was getting blamed for a crime she didn't do. Aren't you taking my side too strongly in this? You should know I'm always very much ready to stab you in the back. I do know that, but a promise is a promise. I swore that this time I would be your ally. Aw, what? Stop, were you? Can you tell me more about this promise, please? Oh, sure, the other day. Hikaru-sama, please stop disclosing your customers' personal information. Yes, you can, the businessman's planner. When are you free? What? Free? For the coming days, my schedule is open tomorrow and 3 days from now. What are you talking? What am I talking about? Oh my God, it's really quite unreasonable, but you did help me out. Ah! So I'm giving you a special chance to go on a date with me. She always pays her dues. Oh my God. The date planned by USHIO is cream puff. Bummer! What? So I bought a car recently, and that cream puff bomber, they recently won the XYZ Comedy Grand Prix, and they're said to be the duo closest to becoming the next kings of comedy. Apparently, the staff eats up all the remnants of the exploded cream puffs. Comedy on Heaven and Earth Festival? Yes, Comedy Heaven for short. The festival features 500 comedians from various agencies all over, from younger duos with less than a year of experience to veterans active in the business for over for over 30 years. I can't believe he's going on a date with USHIO! My God, it's an intense event where each group gets a theater all to themselves to perform their acts on stage in front of a live audience. I didn't know such a large comedy festival existed. 500 groups. It's going to be held this weekend, so I thought it was perfect for a date. And I just happen to have an extra ticket too. That sounds awesome. Have fun, GERO-kun. Is this kind of event not to your liking, Hikaru-sama? No, it's not that. I just didn't expect you to like comedy so much. What's wrong with liking comedy? Studies have shown that laughter is good for your health. Maintaining a relaxing mind is key to doing good business. Well, I don't know much about comedy myself, but I'm looking forward to it. Aw, since there's 500 groups to choose from, I'll narrow down our options to those rated above 3.5 stars on ComDB. I'll check their awards history, comedic styles, and potential to be the next big hit. Then I'll analyze all the data and carefully select the 10 best groups to recommend for the day. With my excellent scheduling and management skills, I now have the best comedy festival itinerary in all of history. This should give Hikaru-sama the time of his life and earn his maximum satisfaction rating. Tardy, what the fuck is this? God, this duo's doing too many ad-libs. They've already exceeded their time by over 3 minutes. Madeline, are you okay? We're going to that theater next. Why so much audience interaction? They're supposed to be doing skits. Next. They keep repeating the same inside joke. Next. Everything's going wrong. At this rate, Hikaru-sama is going to end up disappointed. Hey, how about we take a little break? We don't have time for breaks. Watching Parallel Ninja next. They're very highly rated on ComDB's at 4.1 stars. Aw, the house is full. Why, I figured it was supposed to be the main highlight of our Comedy Heaven schedule. How about this one? There's a lot of seats open. Miso Oden. They're an old duo who's been around for 20 years now. They've basically dropped out of the awards race, and they just keep repeating their late-night convenience stores clerk sketch series wherever they go. Look, their rating is on ComDB is only 1.2 stars, but it should still be more productive than crying over spilled milk, right? Oh, they're so cute. Thank you. Let's see if this is funny. You know that machine they use to measure eye pressure, right? Measure eye pressure? Oh, you mean the one that blows in your eye? I'm not very good with that, so can you help me practice? Practice? Sure, I guess. Huh? Is this a new joke? Right then, I'll be the eye pressure measuring machine, and you be the doctor, okay? The doctor, okay. Do you even need me here? Well, who would move me if you're not around? Do you really need to get into the role that much? I really didn't. That's so stupid. I really didn't expect them to suddenly come up with a new joke at this late stage in their career. I should update their ComDB. This year's King of Comedy Battle is going to be very exciting. You know, I also just learned this recently, but when things don't go according to plan, you often find yourself making discoveries you never imagined. Life's funny that way, I guess. This is very, very true. I know this for a fact. This is me. This happens to me a lot. I mean, look at me right now. My life is definitely not going according to plan, but if it wasn't for my situation as shitty as it is, I wouldn't have had Zeno. I wouldn't have ever adopted Zeno. I would still be living in the Bay Area would I be happier? Probably. I'd still, have be with Brian and have our kitty pancakes. I wouldn't have my awesome kitty Zeno. Um, would I be covering? I'd still be covering this stuff, yeah. But would I still be doing all this stuff? Would I have expanded? I don't know. It's hypotheticals. But there's also this too, when things don't go according to plan. And I have to, bounce back. I end up finding myself in new rabbit holes, and I end up getting new followers this way too on Twitter. I'm getting so many new followers on Twitter. You just never know. You never know how things go. Never. I mean, look, I'm writing for Bounding into Comics now, for fuck's sake. I gotta write an article too after I'm done recording content. Karusama, what score would you give today's date? What? I know it's not normal to straight out ask someone to rate a date, but God, I need to. Online dating sucks. Like, I fucking hate life, but that's just how I am. My adoptive mother raised me with strict standards. Besides helping me better my technique, she also taught me financial management and negotiation skills. Now that I'm older, I realize she did that to make sure that I could have a long and resilient career as a specialist. Being logical and efficient is something that's been drilled into me. That's why I would like to profusely apologize for wasting your time today. I know that today's date was worth 0 points. What? It's not actually. I was awful. I dragged you all over the place and then got in a bad mood all on my own when things didn't go my way. Then in the end, we were only lucky enough to catch a good show because you suggested going into that empty theater. I know your time is very valuable. Phew. 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 Are you supposed to be an eye pressure measuring machine or something? Don't forget, as long as both people have fun, the day is a success. USHIO, from when I saw you laughing your heart out over that joke, I found myself having fun too. That's why this date gets a perfect score from me. You notice how GERO is acting natural with USHIO here? Compared to, like, the other girls he's been on dates with? Part of me is really hoping he gets with USHIO. I do. Because they are just so natural together. This is all your fault, Hikaru-sama. It's your fault that I started to consider that straying from the logical and most efficient path might not be so bad. That's why you should take responsibility and keep me company in pursuing my hobbies from here on as well. They're so cute! Sure thing. Tearing down walls and living without limits. I love them together. I do. I really do hope that he gets with USHIO. Like, if this was set up, because I could see this being set up for GERO to get with USHIO, because remember, his first assignment was, in his first fight, really, in terms of dating and all that, was fighting USHIO. Like, this would just be so perfect, and it's like coming like a full circle moment. Oh my God, this would be so perfect. Please, I need this. I need this ship in my life. This really does feel like a full circle moment if he gets with USHIO. It's just, I'm so curious what you guys think about him and about GERO and USHIO getting together. It just feels so right and so natural. It does. It's not awkward. Like, GERO is just having the time of his life with her. It just feels correct. It's going to be hard, like, from a writing perspective, it's going to be really hard to top USHIO's chemistry with GERO. Especially with this, when she's saying this. It's your fault that I've started to consider that straying from the logical, the most efficient path might not be so bad. That's why you should take responsibility and keep me company in pursuing my hobbies from here on as well. Like, when she says that, it's like, come on. I can see out of all the girls he's been with, like on dates and everything, this one feels the most natural. But as I said, especially with what we saw at the very beginning when he met USHIO. But I'm very curious what you guys think. Do you guys see GERO picking USHIO? To me, it just feels right. I really wanted Arishiyama. I did, but I just can't see USHIO being GERO's partner in crime, especially since, I mean, look at both of them. They're both outcast. USHIO was an outcast from her clan, technically. And they both had to, you know, live their own way and survive through life the way they have. And we're both socially awkward, too. And they're both organized. Like, think about it. They're both logical and organized. They are so perfect for each other. I really hope that this ship ships. I do. I'm rooting for them. This feels so right. I could see them being like partners in crime together and running a business together. I just can see it. And I could see them inheriting the Poison Clan. And not only that, maybe even because of what happened with USHIO, I could see them reforming it too. I can definitely see that. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, what you guys think. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more Marriagetoxin content. A few ways you could do that. Donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon. Purchase something off our Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.